create product in Velocity CPQ and how to add those products inside a order cart in it, and by doing all sort of things that required before creating while creating a product, and how to add the product inside a cart. We'll check this in today's session. So let's go to the org. As you can see, this is a Velocity product console. So this is like you can find this inside any inside the CPQ package of a Velocity. So for creating a product, we can, when you click on this plus icon, here we can see that there are different inputs that required while creating a field, sorry, creating a product. So let's say there are some standard option already provided in the standard package. So we are going to create a product that will be act as a bundle product. So when I say bundle product, you can say it as a parent product. So I'm taking this base offer specification type. You can choose any, but the base offer is saying the offer is basically to denote the parent product or a bundle product. So we choose this base offer specification type. We can give any name. Let's say we can give like iPhone. Specification time can be anything, but we are creating products, so we can, or yeah, as we are also creating a offer, so we can create as an offer, because this is a main product we are creating. Product code, you can give anything as per your requirement. So yeah, and there one more thing to notice here. In real-time project, when you create products, the product code is very important, because in real-time project there may be a case that you have multiple products with the same name, but to distinguish each product from each other, we need to have a separate product code for every product. So it's need to be specific and unique. So we can say that iPhone here, as we don't need anything, so we can give the same number or name. Click on save button. So now you can see that a product has been created, but before creating that, there are few things you can that required while creating a product. So right now we have a product called iPhone, but there are things that we need to do, like we need to provide the status as active, because the status should be active before because the product should be active. That's why that's on only that it will show in the cart. Other thing, you can see there is a orderable checkbox. So this checkbox should be true, because if you make it false, then your product will not be visible in the cart, so that you can add there. The type can be anything based on your requirement. It depends on project to project. Let's say we have some standard option already. Subtype can also be anything. We need to make it active, and you need to give a selling start date, because a product, because there can be products uh, which has some different start date and end date. It doesn't matter if you give an end date or not, but start date should be there. You can click on save. Yes, and you can see there are few options are left. These are called facets in the EPC language. So for now we have provided that some criteria while creating a product, but a product cannot be created or visible unless it has a price to it. So we need to provide a price to the product. A price can be also zero, but it can't be null. As we can see, we have some standard price list here. So we choose this business to customer consumer select price list. It can be anything you can choose based. Yeah, and there you can see there are two check boxes: base price and virtual price. So base price is like when you click on this, it will show uh, below to the product name in while you're adding the product in the cart. And this virtual price is just like it will not show any price to the product, or it will not add the product priced in the total cost of the price, total cost of the product, while adding the different cost. Let's say I have three products. So for one product, if I check this checkbox, then the price of this particular product will not be added in the total price of the products. So we don't want that now. So let's say, and yeah, and the charge type should be recurring, one time or usage. We want the recurring, and it should be monthly that I want. Subtype can be standard. You can make also fee, but generally we don't do that, right? So here we are see that the recurring monthly standard price, as we saw, as we chose the recurring monthly, we have some defined standard prices. You can also create prices as per your requirement, but now we choose as for the provided prices. Let's say I choose 12.99 recurring monthly. I can make this effective from 1st of September. We need to make it active. And time plan policy is also is not a required thing, but it depends, as I say, project to project and requirement to requirement. We make that prices as per the time plan policy. You can say, yeah, how many, like, what is your plan for this prices, like for a 12-month plan or a different as per your requirement. We generally don't have it very often. So now we need to, yeah, s- save it. Why? Yeah, we need to provide the name of a price that we show. Generally we give the same name, or you can say 12.99, the same name. It has to be display text. I mean, when whatever you provided here, it will display the same as a price when you going to choose it. So yeah, now we can save it. Why is not creating? There will be some cache issue. uh, Let me refresh. So guys, it generally happens in CPQ and Velocity CPQ. Sometime we may have a server issue, but not to worry. Let me refresh it. So we already created the product, so no need to create again. See, it's already been created. Just some network issue, I guess, or a server issues were not showing. So now the prices has been created. Now I need to add few more products just to look it good. So let's create first few more child product. So for this again, I need to go through the same way. I will choose the type as product specification type. So guys, object type is very important. You cannot, it cannot be blank. So object type main motive is like the page layout in Salesforce. So you can have your different, the fields that require for particular product. If it's a offered specification type, it may have some different fields over there. If it's a here, we can see only the same thing because we don't do it by going there. You can make it a custom layout based on your requirement. So the main motive of object type is to define what is your type of product you're creating, whether it's a service type, product type, or a bundle type, and it can have a different fields based on your requirement to give each as a record type, or for or yeah, you can say more as a record type and have different layout, page layout for that record type. So I am creating the different sub child. So let's say I created iPhone. I can see that I can create a charger. specification type product. We'll give the same name. Now the product has been created. I need to give the same thing: status active, type commodity. Well, it doesn't need to be orderable, I guess, because we'll add it anyhow as a child to the main product. So when I do uncheck, so it will not act as a standalone product. When you go and search by this name, it will not show as an option. It will only come as a child product or inside the main product. You can say iPhone. So when I uncheck that, we need to activate the same, save it. Product has been saved. Give the different prices again. I can choose it again, base price. I can choose recurring, monthly, standard, charge. Let's say this time I take it as $4.99. And don't forget to activate it, otherwise it will not show in your cart. There are minute things we need to notice every time we create it. So that is very important. So this we created. Let's create one more product. We'll give the same specification time. We'll again save it. Let's do give this prices also. Let's try to give a different price type this time. I will choose one time. So these are the standard price the variables, one time or a recurring monthly. You can also you see there are some multiple tabs also. So the product can also has a cost. So you can create it based on requirement. The adjustment can also be there. We can also override the prices. We'll check it later. Now you can see that we have the prices for both the product. Now what we do, we'll add this two inside the structure. So we'll act it as a child to the main product. So I'll choose charger as your first occurrence. Relations type should be child. Sequence should be 10. Anything first. Minimum quantity should be 0. Default quantity 0. Maximum quantity can be 1. Based on our requirement, we can do that. Okay, there are two checkbox you can see. The virtual item means when you add this product again, if I take it as virtual, let's say then the price of this will not be add on to the main price. So we don't want it. Now again we go to the first plus icon only. Choose another earphone. Relationship child. We give it the other sequence as 20. Same 0 default. Okay, so this is based on requirement, but generally we do this way: 0 1 0. Flag again, don't like right. Now we have our structure ready. Now before going to add it, there is one thing we need to do, that is we need to clear the cache and other things so that it will add. So we need to this product hierarchy maintenance, we need to do that first. Then the clear manage platform cache. So it's like a must activity when you create any structure or a product, and before trying to add it inside a cart, you need to do it, otherwise it will not visible as an option. See processing. Yeah, it happened. Now let's see if it's visible or not. Now this is an order. I just created one order from the main account, or from any of the account you can create. In the drop option you can see the configure. This is a standard action. You can make it as a other custom action as well. I mean, you as per your requirement. Now this is the velocity cart inside a order. So you can see it's a order cart. So whatever the product you added, it will become a quote line item. Sorry, the order line item. The quote line item would be if you add a product inside a quote cart. So now it's a order, and when you add a product inside, it will become a order line item. So yeah, and the price list should be based on requirement, as we have chose the B2C, so it's correct. Now search for your product, iPhone. It's not visual, why? Yeah, it's there, but why it's not visible? Okay, let's do one thing. This time let's try other one. You need to choose the price list. Order name can be September test. Amount we created, order date should be from first, we can see, or let's choose from today only. Ignore any background noise if coming. So let's search iPhone. Now you can see it's visible. So generally what happen when you create product, it might have some start date issue when you're creating, or there, and on which order you're trying to add a product, there may have some start date issue. So the time you create, you can see there was a different icon there, right? You can see while we were creating, there was some time item. So the thing is that the product itself is not ready to get add in the cart. So that happen when you give a start date of a product, it should match on the base of the order you have created. So the best practice is always try to create a new quote order opportunity for adding your product whenever you create a new one. It generally happen that way. So let's create add-on cart, click on add-on cart. Now you can see the product has been added, right? And even you can see the charger and earphone are the child product of it's automatically added. Now, as I said, I didn't check on the orderable item for this iPhone charger and earphone. So if you search directly charger, you will not find anything because the checkbox here in charger is not checked. Sorry. Uh, See here, I didn't select the orderable checkbox, but in iPhone it is there. So here you can see the child. When you click on add, the price will update it based on the total price. So yeah, this how the product and the child of those product can be added. So thank you guys. I thank you for watching it. Please do like, subscribe, and share this video. So in my next video, I'll go to the another action related to product, how to add or do the different action in products inside of Velocity CPQ. So thank you guys. Thanks for watching.